Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Julie and I'm the author of the blog CapturingWonderland.com. Today we're going to do a little bit of Thanksgiving prep in the dining room. I have my Halloween decor to clean up and then try to figure out how I'm going to decorate in here for Thanksgiving and fall. So my theme, what I'm thinking of that I've already chosen, is going to be a Beatrix Potter squirrel nutkin theme, basically. So it's going to be everything fall, oak trees, acorns, squirrels, that kind of thing, like forest life, cute things. So I also want to do kind of like an underlying classic Thanksgiving, like old-fashioned Thanksgiving. So I have these vintage Thanksgiving cards, the illustrations, and I'm going to make a little Thanksgiving bunting with them and hang it here in my dining room. But before I can do that, we have to do a little bit of cleanup here because obviously this situation is not going to work for Thanksgiving. Doesn't look even remotely Thanksgiving-ish or fall, since it was a part of my Legend of Sleepy Hollow kind of apothecary theme. So let us just kind of clear this off. I have to get a box to put all of my apothecary goodness in it and kind of pack that away until I need it. I'm also thinking about trying a different mirror over here because I do have an extra East Lake mirror that I would like to try in this area. I have this old East Lake mirror frame that actually came with a dresser that's going in my daughter's room, but it doesn't have the mirror, and even if it did, she doesn't need another mirror because she has one on her beautiful antique vanity. So I've been trying to figure out where in my home I can put it because it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure what to make it into yet. I'm sure I will figure it out. However, I'm not sure if it's just way too big for this area. It goes far above the door. So that's why I wasn't really sure. I'm not sure that's going to work. So I may just have to repurpose it and put it above my desk in my bedroom because it's not going to work here. Just smacking everything with it. So back to the drawing board on that. I guess this is going back here. Small little baby mirror for the time being. And I'm gonna have to figure out what to put on this table. So now I have this stack of beautiful vintage style Thanksgiving cards, which are available to you as well for free, that you can print out as a part of my subscribers library. So you would just head to CapturingWonderland.com and go to the subscribers library and sign up for it, and then you'll have full access to all of the printables that I make. And these are part of the Thanksgiving type fall printables that I have available this year. I have a ton on there, but these I'm using specifically to make the bunting in here, which is going to look super cute. I'm just going to use some either baker's twine or some jute cord, and I'm gonna poke a couple holes in there and make a little bunting and string it across. I just thought that these were so cute. And on Thanksgiving I may actually use them as cards for people that I love. I love the idea of having kind of like a thankful basket where you write things down that you are thankful for to each person and kind of just read them aloud. Or you can do things that you're grateful for all throughout November with your family, and then on Thanksgiving Day just take the time to read through them and It's just really good to take the time to sit down and ponder about things that we are blessed with. It really is, especially in this day and age where it feels like everything is just so hard. It just seems like there's lots of difficulty in the world. And I mean, it's never ending. It always is. It's a perfect season to sit down with your loved ones and especially your children and instill that attitude of gratitude. If I can coin a phrase, or it probably is already coined. So yeah, you can use that for that. You could use these to actually send to people in the mail. You really could. They are all different sizes, or you could make your own envelopes. It doesn't really matter, or use them as postcards to send to people that you love. And I just think that it's a beautiful thing to do. I personally love getting things in the mail that is not a bill. So it's so old-fashioned, I think, these days, that people just don't write letters like they used to. And I really wish that they would, because it's a beautiful part of the culture. And I love it. So I'm really happy to have these. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunting now and see what it looks like. All right, I have added on a project because that's what I do. I have this beautiful thrifted fabric, and I thought that it would be beautiful to create. Okay, my battery died. It is so pretty. I thought it would be pretty to make a runner for this dresser here, and then a runner for underneath on my table as well. So I'm gonna make it a little bit larger than the last one that I made. The last one that I made that I want to go on top of this is, I think, 2/3 of my table. This one I'm going to do a little bit more than that. So if I have the fabric to do both, that'd be really cool. I was thinking of doing this first, but maybe I'll do the table first since that's the larger piece. So let's see what I'm working with here. And of course, my table is completely full of stuff at the moment. I have some of this that I thrifted. It was on a sheet or something, like a long time ago. And I took it off before I used the rest of the sheet for something else. I think the sheet got destroyed, so I made sure to take this part off. It's really pretty. So I think I'm going to try to use that on this.
What if the wind could spread your love?
Wish I had enough of this to do the main tablecloth too, but I can't do both. I could probably do one or the other.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be.
It's a little bit grand millennial.
Dreaming of you. 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 Dreaming of you.
All right, let us see what it looks like.
What if the wind could spread your love? What if you're sweet?
I may have to iron it, but otherwise,
There be no wars.
it looks very grand millennial, which kind of fits the whole Beatrix Potter Victorian phase kind of thing. She kind of strikes me as a very proper old lady since she was English, and so I think her style might have been a little bit more grand millennial. So I really like it. I think it's lovely. You can let me know what you think. And as soon as I get my table cleaned off, and when I'm done with all the projects, we will see what the tablecloth looks like. I have a feeling it wasn't exactly symmetrical, but whatever. You won't be able to see the sides really anyway. So, okay. Well, I was going to include more decorating of the dining room. I got out my Thanksgiving and fall stuff. These gorgeous dishes that I bought a little while ago, and they were in a thrift haul. And I set them out on the table so that I could do more of it today. And the children's let the cats in this morning. And as a result, they knocked my dishes off the table. So my gravy boat and my sugar bowl are broken in pieces, as are some of my saucers for my teacups. I have a lot of teacups though, you know, so I'm not in a very good mood and I'm not feeling like I want to decorate anymore, but I'm sure that will pass. I need to be more specific about the shelving because there's just too much stuff on there, and every now and then I feel like you just need to take everything off and then reevaluate what's on there. And I've been feeling the need to downsize for a while now. I'm just feeling really overwhelmed with the amount of work that I'm putting into my blog and the amount of work that I'm putting into videos and the amount of projects that I have finished or not finished, rather, like the ones that are waiting on me. They just pile up, and so it's been a lot of chaos, and I'm feeling the need to downsize in a really big way. Like I'm feeling that push. You can kind of feel yourself like you're just preparing to just kind of strip away some stuff that doesn't really mean as much to you anymore. And I've actually wanted to open up a booth for quite some time not like a permanent one, but we do have a flea market, not a flea market. We do have a farmer's market here, and they do sell, or they have the ability to rent out booths. So I'm actually looking into the possibility of that because I love collecting things and I love to repurpose them and to renew them, but it's not always because I want to keep them. I just want to help them live their lives longer, you know, like I don't want stuff to be trashed before it's time. And I feel like when you give things a little bit of your time and you take the time to refinish them, then you can pass it on to live more of its life with somebody that will cherish it. And so I love the process of finding these broken or older things that have lost maybe their sense of purpose, or they just need someone to, you know, make them pretty again. I love finding them and I love doing that entire process, but I don't necessarily always want to keep them for myself. Sometimes I'm just doing it to pass it on to somebody else. But I would love to get reimbursed for all of the work that I put into it. So I have been rolling around in my brain the thought of having a booth of some sort somewhere. I've had a booth in a flea market and it was a rather large one. And then I got pregnant with my 4th child. And at that point, I literally I couldn't keep up with it. Couldn't keep it filled. So there are seasons of life to everything, but now that I'm in a better season, I feel like I have that ability somewhat again. And I would really like to push a bunch of the stuff in my house out, if you know what I mean. Like make money on it. I don't want to just donate it. There's nothing wrong with donating, but I feel like this is kind of like a business venture for me. Not everybody loves doing that stuff, and I love doing that stuff, and I would love, my roots really need dyed. Anyway, all that to say, I will be decorating more in this dining room. I'm not feeling it at the moment. I'm still upset about my dishes being broken. Stinking cats always getting up on tables, I swear. I did a little bit of decorating here, and I'm trying to go for almost that grand millennial feel where it's kind of like a granny house. Because when I think of Beatrix Potter, I think of an middle-aged British woman back in the 1800s. And so they had more of that feminine vibe going on. Florals, and just she loved animals, she loved nature, and she did a lot of illustrating even beyond what you remember. So like not just the cute little books that she did with the cartoon characters. She illustrated and was actually a scientist, and she discovered quite a few mushrooms that had never been discovered before. And she did a lot of illustrating and a lot of painting. And so she's kind of that artist, and I've looked at pictures of her home, and I'm trying to use it as inspiration for when I'm decorating in here. She had beautiful ornate furniture and kind of that messy, chaotic, artistic vibe where she had stuff, you know, stacked here and there. And I love that look. I love that feel. So that's what I'm kind of going for in here. I wanted to put my Thanksgiving dishes out, but there's way too much going on these shelves, and I need to completely redo them. So that video will probably be coming up shortly. But I'm feeling the need to twist for the day, and I'll probably go and start working on one of my furniture projects that needs my help because I'm still trying to finish those. And I also need to empty my daughter's room so that I can paint the floor in there. We're moving right along. Anyway, all that to say, thank you so much guys for watching all the way through. If you've made it this far, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no war.